Welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah Blackwell, and today I'm going to be bringing you my November TBR. So I contemplated just doing a end of the year TBR, but I decided no, I'm going to go ahead and do a November TBR. I had so much fun with the TBR jar in October, so I thought, you know what, let's do it. First, let's take a look at how I did with my October TBR. Spoiler alert, not great. Okay, so I'm gonna watch this real quick. I'll pop it up here. Okay, so One Dark Window. Starting out really strong with a no. I did not read that. But let's keep in mind, my goal was, I think, half, right? My goal was at least half.
Ignorance is bliss.
One Dark Window. I have not read that yet, but it's not the end of the month yet. There is a week left in the month, actually, and I do still want to get to that. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it in October, though. And it was that or Lunar Witch, which I also didn't read. Oh, wow. Okay, I have Unhaul a book. Unhaul. Unhaul. I did that. I did a whole unhaul. That counts. I did that. We're 1 for 1. I am even. We're at 50% right now. My Patreon book club pick for October, which is Black Sunshine by Karina Halley. We're gonna be reading this on my Patreon. I don't know if I think we're doing like some readings. Black Sunshine by Karina Halley. Okay, I started this one. Okay, I did DNF it, but I did try it. That counts. I didn't like the vibes. This is the second time I have DNF'd a Karina Halley. It's just not my vibe. So 2-1. We are winning here. Poll number 3. This is gonna be poll number 4. Okay, so for seasonal, I got Victoria Holt on the Night of the Seventh Moon. This is a gothic historical romance. And Victoria Holt on the Night of the Seventh Moon. Yes, I did read this, and I actually really enjoyed it. 3 for 1? Okay, I thought I did way worse than I did. Okay. It's a monster romance. I don't know much about it. A Soul to Keep. No, I did not read that one. 3-2. And this is Thin Ice by Cassie Mint. This is one of her winter warmest novels. Thin Ice by Cassie Mint. I haven't read it yet, but I am planning on reading it. Though I don't know if that's going to be this month. Okay, well, you know what? We're 3 for 3. We're even. I passed. And my goal is going to be to read all 6 of these books no matter what. Okay, guys, I am so stupid. So I just went back and I replayed this part. Read all 6 of these books no matter what. Yeah. So apparently my goal was 100%. Why was my goal 100%? My goal should have been 50%, guys. My goal should have been 50%.
Why do I keep doing this to myself?
My goal was, it used to be 50%. Okay, well, I don't have a punishment this time, but here's what we're gonna do. My goal is, because I'm doing 6 polls, my goal is going to be, I'm gonna raise my goal from what I thought my goal was, okay? So I'm actually dropping my goal. My goal is now 2/3, so 4 of the 6, right? My goal is really, like, I do want to read all of them, but, like, I'm not gonna give myself a punishment in November, like, after the next one, if I read 2/3 of the books. If I read less than 4 of my 6 polls, then I'm going to punish myself and have to do 7 polls in December. Let's do that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started with the polls. I'm a little bit nervous now that I've implemented this goal. Okay. Continue. There we go. Continue a series. That's a good prompt. Ooh, I have a good one. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to be continuing on with the Horde King series. So in the Discord, The Hideaway, we are reading this whole series. I'm supposed to read the 3rd book in October. So I'm either going to read the 4th book, which is Broken by the Horde King, or I'm going to read the 3rd book, The Madness of the Horde King. It's going to depend. But I'm supposed to be reading Broken by the Horde King in November, but I'm behind now. So either way, I'm going to continue on in the series. Either one of these books counts. So if I read the 3rd one before the next TBR, that counts. Yeah, because I want to catch up. I think from what I saw, everyone's really liking the 3rd book too. This whole series basically follows these Horde Kings of Jakar. This is Dothraki fan fiction, and each book follows a different Dakari like warlord, him falling in love with a human settler. So humans have settled onto this planet. They're not doing very well. I guess Earth, or the government of Earth, or whatever, or what was Earth, is not taking care of them the way they're supposed to. So a lot of these people are starving. They cannot, there's a lot of rules about what they can hunt, what they can't hunt, and what they can farm, what they can't farm. And they're just having trouble basically on this settlement. So each one follows a different Dothraki, well, not Dothraki, Dakari. They follow a different Dakari warlord, falling in love with a human woman, and the first two were both 5 stars. I loved them, and I'm looking forward to this third one. Okay, so that was pick number 1. I think that was a good pick. So let's do the next one. This is going to be seasonal. I got seasonal again. I got that last time too. So seasonal for November. November can be seasonal fall or seasonal winter in my opinion, because either you're trying to, it depends. Is it the end of November or is it the beginning of November? That's kind of hard for me. In the spirit of getting ready for the holiday season, I'm going to count this, and that is Dear Monster Claus by Maeve Black. This is supposed to be a holiday romance between Cupid and Santa, I believe. And it's supposed to be like cute and spicy and like a fun seasonal holiday themed monster romance. So I think that that counts. In November, I like to get ready for the holiday season. So totally I think it counts. This is also the Patreon book club pick for my Patreon. We do a book club for the top 3 tiers. I've got 4 tiers on my Patreon. The top 3 tiers all take part in this book club. We have a Discord. We do live reading sprints. This was the book that was voted for by my top 2 tiers, the Icelands and the Southlands. They get to vote, and they voted for this one, and I'm really excited for it. So yeah, I don't know much about it other than it's supposed to be like a cozy monster romance that is, like I said, between Cupid and Santa. I think it's kind of short too. I think it's less than 200 pages, which is good because that's what I need right now. I'm not reading very quickly. Oh, I accidentally picked 2. Let's do that again. Okay. Video project. That's a good one. Okay. So it's been decided, I guess I'm doing this. It's gonna be For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. This is also super seasonal too. But yeah, so this is For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. I think it's a Beauty and the Beast and Red Riding Hood retelling, and it's about 2 sisters. And basically one is destined for the throne and one is destined to go off into the woods and basically destined for the wolf. This is supposed to be very atmospheric. I'm hoping there's a lot of like snowy woodland vibes, and I really want to read more stuff in the woods, more stuff that has wild magic. I want to read more like snowy fantasy romance. Okay, poll number 4. Awesome. LGBTQIA plus rep. Okay, so for this one I'm going to be reading Can't Spell Treason Without T by Rebecca Thorne. I think this is a sapphic, cozy fantasy book that has a mystery element as well. And I think it's set in a tea house. No, it's a bookshop that serves tea. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking cozy. So one of the characters works for the Queen's private guard, and one of the other characters is a mage. They move to this town that has dragons in it, and they open up a shop together. I think that they have a romance, or maybe they're already in a relationship. I'm not sure. But it sounds like it's gonna be very, very cute and cozy. Okay, my battery, I hope it doesn't die. So I have, that was 1, 2, 3. This is the 5th pull. And we have a dark cover. So dark cover. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. This is the book club pick for my Spelled by Romance book club. I'm going to be having Jess from Honest Fiction on and Tiff from Tiff Talks Pages. We're going to be doing live reading sprints. That information is going to be down below in the description. And we talk about spoilers and everything like that in our Discord, The Hideaway. And this is supposed to be about this like crystal Magic Kingdom, and it looks like Arwen is our main character, and she's offered up her own life to save her brothers, which is like a super popular trope, and she has to go heal the soldiers of the vicious Onyx King's kingdom, and she wants to get out of enemy territory, and so she ends up having to work with a fellow prisoner that she really doesn't like to escape through these wicked woods, which again, a wicked creepy forest is another trope I love, and it looks like maybe a little bit of a hate to love situation. I'm not sure, but I've heard really good things about this. This has been picked up by a publisher, so I was able to buy this at Barnes & Noble, and I'm really excited to be reading this with my good friends. Okay, we've got a final pick now. This is going to be the last pick. And we have Atmospheric. That's a good one for this time of year. So an atmospheric read. Okay, for this I'm going to pick Thornhedge by T. Kingfisher. This is a Sleeping Beauty retelling. I have the audiobook on script as well. And T. Kingfisher is like the master of atmosphere, or one of the masters of atmosphere, and I think this is going to be really good. Some of my favorite authors like Naomi Novik and Catherine Arden and Juliette Marillier all blurbed this, and they're some of my favorite atmospheric authors as well. So short, sweet, and a fairy tale retelling. I think this is going to be perfect for this time of year. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the books that I've picked for my November TBR. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to click the like button and comment down below. Let me know which one of these books I should really prioritize and read first. If you don't want to comment anything in specific, leave me a snowflake emoji because I'm already excited for this winter. All of my social media is linked down below in the description, including my Goodreads Instagram, TikTok, the link to my Etsy shop where I sell bookish and seasonal bookmarks, as well as the link to my Patreon. If you want to take part in my Patreon book club, the Mariana Book Club, then you are welcome to click that link below. We do tons of other fun stuff. We actually have a 48-hour readathon coming up in November that I'm very excited about. We're going to be doing the first weekend of November called the Cozy Little Readathon. That's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, check that all out. And until next time, fellow readers, keep reading and living your best life.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow